Hey there, Bible Explorers, it's me. And today we're going to begin our exciting journey through the Bible timeline. That's right, we are going all the way back to the beginning. So get ready, because in just a few minutes, we're going to go back so far that we will literally be at the beginning of time. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Let's dive into the first book of the Bible, the book of Genesis, and get ready to learn about the amazing creation account from Genesis chapters 1 to 2. As we read through these chapters, we see that everything began with God. God created the heavens and the earth. He created everything that we see around us. But He didn't just create everything. He also established the foundations for life, purpose, and order. God created humanity in His own image. This means that even though we are not God, we have some of the qualities that He has, such as the ability to love, to reason, and to choose. And God gave us the responsibility to take care of the world that He created. He gave us permission to enjoy all the wonderful things that He made. He gave us the freedom to choose what we will do, to think what we will think, and to love who we will love. And He gave us the command to multiply, to fill the earth, and to subdue it. In other words, we were given the responsibility to live out our lives in such a way that reflects God's character and brings Him glory. So in just a few moments, we're going to walk through the 6 days of creation. But before we do that, let's take note of something very important. God finished creating everything on the 6th day, but He did not rest on the 6th day. Instead, He set the 7th day aside as a special day of rest. In fact, we read that God blessed the 7th day and made it holy. This means that even though God had finished creating everything, He wanted His people to remember that everything they have and everything they are comes from God. And so God gave us the example of resting on the 7th day, which we remember as the Sabbath. Now let's dive into the creation account. On the first day, God created light and separated it from darkness. He called the light day and He called the darkness night. Then He said that it was good. On the second day, God began to separate the waters that were above from the waters that were below. He created the firmament and called it heaven. And again, He said that it was good. On the third day, God said, "Let the land be productive, let it bring forth vegetation." And that is exactly what happened. The earth produced vegetation, plants bearing seeds, and fruit trees bearing fruit according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God created the sun, the moon, and the stars to divide the day from the night, and to serve as signs and seasons and years and days. And God said, "Let the waters teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth in the open spaces between heaven and earth." And that is exactly what happened. The seas were filled with living creatures, and birds began to fly through the air, and God saw that it was good. On the fifth day, God created the first land animals, such as cattle, sheep, wild animals, and birds. And God saw that it was good. On the sixth day, God created the first human beings, Adam and Eve. And He placed them in the Garden of Eden to take care of it and to enjoy its beauty. And when God looked at everything that He had created, He saw that it was very good. And so now we understand why everything we see around us came into existence. Everything was created by God, and everything we have and everything we are comes from God. Hey, Bible Explorers, I hope you enjoyed learning about the creation account. As we continue our journey through the Bible timeline, I want you to keep in mind that everything we see around us, every person, every plant, every animal, and every event in history happened according to God's plan. I can't wait for you to join me next time as we continue our adventure through the Bible timeline. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss a single episode. And don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Bible timeline. Remember, God created everything, and we are made in His image. He gave us the responsibility to reflect His character and bring Him glory. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.